Good morning, Sagittarius. The sun is shining beautifully here in London, and I'd like to say hi to you all today. Right, where are we? I've put these cards out for you. I'd firstly like to say thank you for all the comments. Thank you for your likes. I really appreciate it. I love comments, and even if they don't go my way, that's fine. But I'd like to say that I only read what I see. I do have a spirit guide, and she does give me messages, but I actually read what I see if I'm using the cards. If not, I would use something else. So I wouldn't need the cards. I use the cards because they are a very good guide for me. And I have been doing Sagittarius readings for quite a long time now. Well, ever since I started this channel, which is quite a few months. And each time we get messages about your person, a person that's not in communication with you. I'm not saying that that person, you are going to be with that person. I'm not dramatically saying that that person will be with you in your destiny path. That's going to be a decision. There is still free choice for everyone, but I do believe in fate, and I do think people are connected. I do believe there's a red tie between past lovers where there's still a feeling, and until that tie is broken, it's very difficult to start a new relationship. But for Sagittarians now, as we're going into a new era, remember that Aquarius, Pluto's moved into Aquarius for the next 20 years. And they're almost saying it's like the age of Aquarius, where there's going to be so many changes for everyone in the next 20 years. That it could be that that part of your life with your person has now gone. That wouldn't be the case for everyone. And if someone really does love a person from the past, there is a strong possibility that person can come back, communicate with you, and you can forgive that person for what they did wrong. Because as I've explained with the people I'm resonating with in these readings, the person was either in a threesome relationship and didn't break the ties to be with Sagittarius, or was in a workaholic type work situation, which again, he chose over, or she chose over Sagittarius. So it might be that Sagittarius can't forgive that. Here's Sagittarius's path, and you have been on a massive journey. This is your recent past, okay? Your previous past, before that journey, was pretty difficult, Sagittarians. I think Saggis have had 10 years of quite tumultuous times, emotionally and financially. And this is a journey to a better place, a better world. And we've got the world card there. So we've got the journey, we've got the world card. You are going towards a better world, Sagittarius. You have become very much more spiritual. Again, if this doesn't resonate with you, take what's yours in this reading and leave what isn't. And I got a message saying that my readings were depressing because of this past person coming back. This past person is not going to come back for everyone. But I do believe there will be communication with someone from your past, Sagittarians, the ones that are resonating with this reading. But you, Sagittarius, having had this awfulness, we might get some cards for that we'll pop there. But you have reached the temple, and spiritually, you have totally changed. I think I said that in the last reading. You have blossomed. You have elevated yourself spiritually to a place not a lot of people are at. And we all have our karmic debts to pay, that's for sure. And Saturn moved into Pisces on March the 7th, and he's the Lord of Karma. And believe me, people are paying their karmic debts in this period right now. He's going to be there for 3 years. I don't know whether the karmic debts are going to last for 3 years, but I can tell you, I have seen a few examples of karmic debts being paid in my life and in people around me, and they have proved to me that karma does exist. So it's just a few people where their lives have been turned upside down, and it's very obvious that it's because they were so damn awful before, and it's just something you can't run away from. If what you are before, it catches up with you. And so the karmic debt, everyone has to pay. Good people, bad people, in some way or another. And sometimes it's really sad when you're paying your karmic debt, and it can be just through not being too bad, but just doing something that wasn't for a total other person's good. So, you know, karma, if you live your life by karma, karma tells you that to do to others what you would want done to yourself. So if you're with a partner, don't cheat on a partner, don't lie to a partner, be totally squeaky clean about what you expect from that partner. And if that partner's not right for you, don't use them for money, don't use them to better yourself. Because if you're going to have a pure heart, that's something you can't do if you don't want to get bitten by karma. So Saggis, you've got to the sacred temple. You've paid your debts, you're there now, and you're going through the door to personal healing and happiness. I'm not saying that's happening just this moment. It's pretty hard. I've got my Cupid here, and here we've got the masks, and most people wear a mask. You find out about the masks that they're masquerading in, sometimes a little too late. But Cupid has got his bow and arrow, and the heart will never change. You can go through generation, through lifetime after lifetime, and the feelings of the heart will never change. Someone is going to make your heart pop. Someone is going to make your heart bubble. Someone is going to give you goosebumps. That's the way of the world. Someone, when you look at them, your common sense is going to leave you. And those are the people you know you need in your life, or have a very strong effect on you. And they're the people that you want to walk through that door to personal healing and happiness with, or through that door to meet. And you are going through that door to personal healing and happiness, a door to romance. And I truly believe someone new is going to walk into Sagittarians' lives, who is going to be very loving, very caring. But you still hold your heart there in a cage, is still there for someone in the past. And you're going through the door to romance, but you're going to have to sever that cord with that old heart if you're going to move on to a new one. Otherwise, when the man holding a heart comes towards you, or woman holding a heart, whichever is the case, they're going to have a very good explanation for the fact that you're not together now, because it's obvious if two people are happy, they're going to be together. If they're not in communication, they're not together, there was a problem. And in this case, from what I understand from the cards and the readings I've been doing, Sagittarius walked away in most cases because the situation was not right. Now, this person that the situation was not right may come back holding the heart and will ask for forgiveness, and you'll go through that door to romance with that person. Or it will be a new person that comes in holding a heart, and he will give you a very caring connection, one that you have not experienced before. And it could actually overtake that past love that has dominated your life for quite a long time. And so even if you wouldn't go back to a past love, and you've declared that quite openly, it might be that that past love did hurt you, and there is still love there rather than just hatred. And it's good to make peace, to get to the temple path, to go through that door to personal healing and happiness. You do have to make peace with that. And that's what the angel of love is around for. And the fairies, as I said, May's the month for the fairies. is to bring love into people's lives, a genuine, caring love. You had to leave that first romance that broke your heart because it was in the dark. It was a battleground that maybe your person didn't want you in. The feelings were very genuine, but the situation was not good. And so you were too beautiful, too handsome, too beautiful to stay in the dark. And there was a massive loss, and you felt it deeply, and it has affected a number of your years. But it has also been a gift to you, because it was that enabled you to grow stronger and to blossom, to get to the point where you will have blossoming abundance in all areas of your life. And you were very gifted before, and you've become more gifted, more wise, more intuitive, more perceptive. And so maybe this person, your past person, was spooked by your gifts, by the fact that you'd served your karmic debts, and you were quite pure by your spirituality. Whilst the new person that's coming in will not be spoofed or spooked by that at all, because they're going to be very much a part of that spiritual world. They're going to understand what is the difference between the light and the dark. They really are. And they're going to hold your hand and take you into the light. So it will be a very caring connection, full of light, full of life, full of happiness, and one that you will not want to leave. And I could say quite easily that this could be what saves you and what saves them. You both have needed each other, and it will be a very divine path, a very divine plan that has been put in front of you. So I often believe that whoever you meet is planned. It is part of your spiritual path. It's part of your everyday life. And then there are separate chapters of your life. Someone might be in your life for a while in one chapter, and they're not going to be in the next. But I see this new connection, excuse me, either with your past person or your new person, as being quite permanent. And I think it's going to be very obviously fate that brings these two hearts together, one of them being yours. I mean, writers and poets and fantasy writers and romantic novelists have written about the connection between two hearts, and everybody understands it. Everybody, if they're feeling sad, listens to some music that makes them feel or remember someone. And when two hearts are meant to be, they are meant to be together. A separation might be inevitable because that union, as soulmates possibly, they had to go off and meet certain targets to reach each other's level of spirituality, so that they're both on the same elevated plane. And sometimes one of the people would be more positive than the other, and the negative person would have to go, or someone negative try to separate the two people, and maybe in some cases achieved that. So from my reading, Sagittarius, I'm going to take some tarot cards for you now. In my readings, I've seen that you felt you were being rejected by your person. Your person didn't support you enough to say, no, you're not rejected. I'm leaving whatever. I'm leaving that job, or I'm leaving that person, or I'm leaving that woman, or I'm leaving that man, and I want to be with you. They let the separation happen. And for you, that broke your heart, and you felt it wasn't safe to trust again. But that new person is going to change all that. In some cases, they're going to bring in a brilliant energy. They're going to give you a total different change of direction that will wish you and bring you every happiness. And that new person will be very loyal, very warm, very generous, very honourable, very refined, very caring, pretty well perfect. And there'll be a lot of important communication between you. There'll be a big leap of faith for you to jump into that person's arms after what you've been through, and for them also, because they've also, they're a bit of the wounded warrior themselves. But, and I repeat, in some cases, it might be your person who's in your heart from your past that comes forward as a new person, having fought through their lives, having gone through the rubbish, having gone through their tower moment, and now being free to walk towards you with a careful explanation. So let's see what the cards say. So I hope that's explained how my readings go. I'm looking at a few dates here, because on May the 14th, Mercury goes direct. And as I said, very often old lovers come in during a retrograde. That's often the case. We've had two eclipses, one on the 5th of May and one on the 21st of April. And that period in between saw a lot of people go out of our lives. And it might be that your person during that eclipse became part of your past. It's not because the eclipses are over that your person can't come back. Your person could easily come back. But I think you are much wiser now. You're going to ask a lot more questions. And you're also going to question the value of that relationship in your life, especially if you've met the new person, who will be offering you a very committed romantic relationship, much more committed than the previous one. And they will be someone who takes a pride in your work, in your creativity. They'll make your heart flutter. They'll be someone of high honor and integrity, and they won't back down in trying to get you or be with you. They'll be very strong, and they will have the power to satisfy your dreams, while your past person didn't bring those dreams to fruition. So these are the things we're going to look at and think about whilst we're in this reading. You are very grounded now, and you have got a lot of strong emotions, a lot of self-control now. And you have great energy, Sagittarius. You have found your power, and you are being very powerful. And it might be that this person, the new person, is a friend that then becomes a lover, or becomes a friend first. But it does have a very passionate outcome, and this person will be a soulmate, but you will steadily move into that. It won't be like it was with your person. You have to have a balance in love, and the angel of love is there to give you that balance this time. And you're a mutable sign, so you can adapt. So if you meet anyone who's immutable, you're going to get on very well with them. Gemini, Virgos, and who's the other one? Pisces. So a Pisces, Virgo, or Gemini are going to be perfect matches for you, Sagittarius, because you're all mutables and you will understand each other. For example, Aquarius is a fixed sign. So fixed signs don't like change so easily. Whilst you embrace change, you can adapt very quickly, move from one place to another, or move from people to people and adapt. Not all the signs are like that. And Aries is a cardinal sign, and they are the sort of bosses of the zodiac. They like things their own way. Here we have you, very recent past, at a crossroads, not knowing what way to go. And it could be indicative of you when you meet your new person. But I don't think you're ever going to be where you were in that stalemate position. You're already out of it. You've already made a journey out of that stalemate position. Some more cards for Sagittarius, please. And you were getting bored of sitting around waiting for your person. Unfortunately, your person has taken a long time getting here and making amends. And they might not have made amends yet, or they might, but they've taken a long time and you were getting bored with that. And quite rightly so. Quite rightly so. I think I was saying to you the other night, Sagittarius, you have made a lot of people happy and you have helped a lot of people, whilst a lot of people have taken advantage of you. So that's not going to happen again. You've actually changed in that way. You won't be taken advantage of again. You'll ask more questions. You'll be more thinking. You won't accept what people say to you. You just won't believe it so easily. And now you believe in what is done is important, not what they say they're going to do. It's what they do. So you've learned a lot, and the most important thing you've learned is to let go. So you've had some very challenging times, and this solar lunar eclipse, there have been two, have really pushed you out of your comfort zone onto that journey towards abundance. And here we have you in your finery, because that's what the abundance is going to bring you. Beautiful clothes, beautiful things, and you deserve it. Absolutely deserve it. Some more cards for Sagittarius, please. We have some more cards for Sagittarius, please. If they don't fly out at me, I'm going to cut the cards. Some cards for Sagittarius, please. Okay, so you've worked from being the Queen of Swords, because you've had to fight your way through everything to get on that bridge for your journey. You've had to use your sword to slay people out of the way, because there have been a lot of enemies. Not only have you had the sadness of your person situation with you, there have been a lot of enemies, people in your family as well. You've learned a lot of lessons about people in recent years. And I can't say you overlike them. But you're going to like your new person, because he's coming in not only holding a heart, but he's going to be quite comfortable as well. But you won't be needing him for that, because you've got in your world a lot of money coming in terms of your work to do, or your work house is being taken over by Jupiter on May the 16th. So your house of true love, Jupiter's been there a year, and I think the bells have been ringing for love. Your past person has been tweaked. You've come into their memory a lot. There's been lots of thoughts of you. And your past work person has not been in a good situation, but they've fought to get out of that. And they've learned a lot of lessons, because they actually miss you. And they want to get on a level with you now and explain things. So I do think if it remains just a communication, you will get an explanation. But the new person who's going to come in will want you to be their world, It'll be a whole complete thing. You'll be cherished. You will be their greatest, best gift, whether you're the girlfriend or the boyfriend, and this relationship will be established over time. They know a good thing when they see one, so there'll be massive progress in that relationship. It'll have a slow start, but there'll be massive progress. Whilst your person, the angel of love, is working on them, they could be really overstressed getting out of their situation, and they could be, actually, I've said it before, they could be a Virgo or an earth sign, but they're going to be coming towards you with a cup of love. And they could also possibly be a Pisces. So we've got the Pisces card there, the Hangman. That's what they're doing. They're just hanging on in there and they want to get out desperately. So another card, this is really good for Sagittarius. Let's put it in your world. If you've got a child, they're going to do really well this year. And that card keeps coming up for Sagittarians, as do those. And as does this. So you're going to be having lots of new ventures, Sagittarius, in terms of work, because Jupiter's going into your work-a-day program. It's in terms of your health as well, where you want to better your health. You want to get fit. You want to get slim. You might be really slim already, but you want to look after your health, your insides, the way you look, the way you feel. And that's gonna, and if there are any health issues, it'll be pushed to the fore so you get them sorted out. That's this year where Jupiter is, health and work, and they're going to be pushing all sorts of opportunities your way. So the sun is really going to be shining down on you, Saggies, really shining down on you. And we've got the World card again. So your world is really going to be brightened up. And we've got the Money card again. So we're putting it there because I want a romance card there. And we've got that, the Lovers. And we've got the Nine of Cups. It's looking really good for you, Sagittarius. And I think when you feel that love again, it's going to take a while because you want someone to be your world and you want to be their world, but you are wiser and stronger now, and you're not going to take that leap of faith in completely like you would have done in the past. You will have to think about it, but you more than anything want a new relationship also deep down, and you're going to be working towards that. And of course, you've reached a very high spiritual level now where your intuition speaks to you very carefully and clearly. And you're going to have this choice to make between two people or more people, I don't know. But you are going to feel overwhelmed by choice, not only in love, but with work. There's going to be lots of options coming up for you. And as I said, Saturn, the Lord of Karma, is working on giving people their lessons, their karmic debts. They're paying their karmic debts. And your person's feeling very emotionally unfulfilled, whilst your new person is very stable in their life. They're not coming to you broken. They're coming to you stable, fulfilled. They've done a lot. They've had their heartaches, but they're coming to you from a point of stability. They've got their life sorted out financially and mentally and emotionally. And basically the Magician's going to be at work for you, Sagittarius. So I really do think the prospects for you are very good. And your mind shift is going to occur around, I'd say, the 17th, 18th. You're still going to be in the love zone till May the 16th. And of course, you might be in the love zone forever, but your priorities are changing. You can hear my dog snoring. Your priorities are changing. You are getting to be more concerned about your movement forwards in the world of work. You want to leave your mark. You want to be someone that has mattered on this earth before you leave it. You really want to be someone that has invested in something and made long-term plans. And I can really see you making a mark on the world. These solar and lunar eclipses have been very important in your formation of character. There's been a lot of character building going on. And, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, we have it here. It's really working in your favour. And as I've said before, and it's the cards that are saying it, not me, you are the High Priestess now. You've gone past the Empress stage. And if you're a lady, you're the High Priestess. And it's the same if you're a male, Emperor and High Priest. And the ending is just going to be so happy and nice. But it's all down to fate. I don't think you have to do anything. I think it's going to all come to you, Sagittarius. Make your wishes, keep making them, because you've made your wishes on a star and they are coming true. I'm going to leave you there, Sagittarius. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being here, and thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing, and for helping me climb up. Thank you.